Hi, it's Lord Magicus. Let's play more Merfolk in Modern. Alright, so today we are going to play Simic Merfolk. Um, there's been a number of 5-0 lists lately, and some of them have been Simic lists, and so I'm playing something that's kind of similar to what a few of them looked like here. This list is featuring 14 Lords in it, so we're going to have a ton of power in the deck. We're also putting Mutavault in Tropical and running 20 lands, which is something that normally the Tropical list doesn't do, but I think we just want the extra power in this. The Mutavault also gets under Blast Zone a little bit, so I think it'll help us hedge against that. Yeah, other than that, I have 5 pieces of Graveyard Hate in the sideboard because Hogak is still very much alive and well and is absolutely a menace, and you can't have like less than this if you want to beat that deck. It's just not going to work. Other than that, Rejection and Collector Oath, because Eldrazi is still very much like out there in full force, and you need something for that deck because it's insanely hard for us to beat a lot of the cards in it. Blast Zone, All Is Dust, like Karn getting the Mycosynth Lattice or Ensnaring Bridge, like all of it is just terrible for us, and that's in addition to their regular draws where they just play like Walking Ballista or Thought Knots early. So yeah, sideboard is a little bit hedged against that. I have 2 Seas in here and 2 Thasses as kind of like extra Seas effects to make the creatures unblockable. This also helps us hedge a little bit against blue-white control and Jund. So I think this will be fine. Let's try it and see how it goes. Alright. Let's get into round 1. So, yeah, I played this list a little bit, and it did fine against some decks, and it also just struggled a lot against a few others, so I guess we're just hoping that we're going to be on the positive side of variance this time. Honestly, I think that a lot of the reason that people do well in the leagues is just jamming it over and over and over again. Like, the people who have the most amount of time to play are going to be the ones that like 5-0 the most. It really just is a matter of doing it enough until you kind of get like everything lining up with what you're doing and then having it succeed, because the metagame on MTGO it changes extremely fast and it's extremely hard to anticipate. So, and any given league that you play, it could be 5 totally random decks. So hope that they're good ones for you and that you get draws that can beat them. Alright, starting on the play, that's a good sign. This hand is fine. We'll keep it. Really would like to draw another island, but I guess we're going to go with this. I will play the island this turn, so if we do draw another land or another colored land next turn, then we can start jamming lords. I mean, there is an argument to say that maybe you play Mutavault this turn because you want to be able to attack with it, but I think I would rather be able to play a Lord and then next turn play 2 more Lords. So if we draw the island, I want that to still be on the table. Alright, Swamp, Carrion Feeder. So this is another Hogak list. Probably. It seems incredibly likely. Perfect, and this is what we want. Because if we're going to beat this kind of deck, we just need to have like a board full of ridiculous power. Because they're going to probably put 15 power into play by turn 3, so... Crypt Breaker. So this could be a zombies list, but this also could still be Hogak. Because they do play this card sometimes. It's just, the basic swamp makes me think. What? Okay. Uh-huh. So they just cast it for 0 to give my lord -2/-2. Interesting. That is a neat card. So this looks like maybe this is like zombies, actually. Well, unbeknownst to them, we have more lords where that came from. So, I think here I still want to put the Lord out, even though we can't use the Botanical Sanctum next turn. We can't really use it this turn anyway, and we might want to be attacking with this next turn. Stark Salvation seems really good in this deck if they have lots of zombies. Alright. 2/2 zombie token. So if they have another one of these, we're kind of boned. Diregraph Colossus. Alright. Yeah, I guess that's a thing. Okay. So this is Zombie Tribal? Interesting. Well, hopefully our fishies are going to get too big for them to deal with effectively. Whenever you cast a zombie spell, create a 2/2 black token. Oh my god, that's terrible. I'm going to say no to Vial here. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, we just put a Lord out, I guess. So, Diregraph Colossus could double block with something in order to kill off a creature, but that's fine. We just have to kill them before they start casting more zombies and like Gravecrawler and making this thing really bad. We're attacking them for quite a lot of damage right now. Okay, whenever you're so for each zombie card in your graveyard. Okay, so that's good. Oh, interesting. What's your, that plan's not going to work very well. I think you need to, like, if you're going to do that, you have to block both of them on the same thing. Is it going to go to 12? Okay, I'm cool with that. Yeah, you want to keep this thing in play to get tokens, and I want you to double block with it. Because you need tokens to throw in front of the Lord. Okay. Draw a card, lose a life. It's fine. If we draw Spreading Seas, then they're just dead. It means their attacks are not terribly good right now, though. This Colossus is going to get very big very quickly. Because now they can sack this to Carrion Feeder. And, like, they could do that 2 more times to make this, or make 2 more tokens with it. The tokens come in tapped, though. I'm going to F6 through this. I have 1 card in my hand I can't represent Forest, so that's fine. However, the Diregraph is still only a 3/3, which means we still have very good attacks here. Because they can only block with 2 things, it's this and this. Carrion Feeder, we're not going to block that. I think I will tick up Vial here, because if I draw a 2-drop, I can just cast it. But if I draw a Regery, I want to be able to attack with Mutavault and that. Alright, so let's see. If we attack with everything, they have to block 1. So they could block, like, with this, and then we have 1, we can block Carrion Feeder with the Comena Speaker. They have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13. So yeah, we have to block this. We basically just are banking on the fact that they don't have a removal spell. Which I think that's yeah, we're not going to get a much better opportunity to try to win this game, so they're going to have to put Crypt Breaker in front of the Mutavault. Actually, no, they're going to have to block with both the Colossus and this. So yeah, but we're still in the position where if they get rid of Commander Speaker, then we're dead. I think here, yeah, it makes sense to draw the card, go to 1. They can't afford to play, like, they can't play around Reedry at all, so. And sacrifice that thing. Yep. Alright. We're just hoping that Commander Speaker is able to block this and get there. Otherwise, we're going to take 17 damage to the face. We can take 10, we cannot take 17. Alright, so they have to find a removal spell for Commander Speaker. And if they cannot, then we can just continue attacking. So the attack with just that, we don't have to block. Did you find a removal spell? Okay. Alright, so you have an extra blocker. That's so alright, so they have 5 blockers and we have 5 attackers. If I block this, he does get to just cast it and make another token. Does this change anything here? He's got 4 cards in hand. The token will be tapped, but that means that it's an extra attacker for next turn. If I just take 9, I go to 5. I mean, well, they can just sack it to Carrion Feeder anyway for the damage, so yeah, it's not like we're getting away with anything here. We're just saving ourselves 2 life this way. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. So we take 8, we go to 6. So really, we need like Trickster or Spreading Seas. Echoing Truth actually also does it too. So if we can bounce this, then or any of those things, we win. All right. Or Thassa also will work. Mutavault, I don't think is going to do it because we can only take 2 of these to the face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 blockers, and they're going to have. So we can let's say we ignore the 2 grave crawlers, so then they have 5, 6, 7 attackers to get through our 6 blockers. All right. So what if I attack them with everything right now? Well, I can. None of these are like winning plans, though. That's the problem. Because they have 5 blockers. Alright, let's just hope that they just somehow fuck this up, but unfortunately, we're gonna lose. Yeah, that's unfortunate. We were 1 point of damage short. Alright, they got it. That's fine. Because we're dead in this. We can only block the 1 and they're gonna hit us for 8. So, we lost to zombies. Ugh. Alright, well, Grafdigger's Cage seems like it's going to be good against this deck, and I don't know about Dismember. The Echoing Truth is probably fine. Force of Negation seems like it's probably not super good in this matchup. That would be my guess. What else? Everything else seems like it's mostly okay. Like, I don't really know if I want... Dismember is fine, but it's not super great. Having Unblockable is going to help. I think having Trickster is going to help. Rager, can tap things down. Seize gives us Unblockable. Yeah, I think that this is fine. I guess if I have to cut something... Maybe one Thassa. I don't know. This is really hard. I'm not sure exactly what their deck looks like. Take out one Mistbinder. Ugh. I don't want to, though. Well, maybe I'll just take out a Silver Gull. We'll just treat this like Hogak, where we don't know if we're going to have time to dig around with it. Alright. That's fine. Do it like this. We'll play. This is actually okay, because we can cast all these things, and Spreading Seas will help us attack with Unblockable. I mean, we don't have any interaction to stop, like, their Carrion Feeder engine, but I think maybe if we just go on the attack plan, then we'll be alright. They mulled to 6, so that's got to be a good sign. Alright. So we're up against zombies and down a game. Let's see if this is going to be good enough. Why do you need Prismatic Vista in this deck? I mean, they could actually be playing Hogak. That's entirely possible. Well, that was not the correct turn to have that happen. I guess, do I Spreading Seas them now? It might slow them down a little bit. No, I don't think so. Like, I think we just want to put power on the board first. Yeah, like, you can't mana screw this deck very easily. Liliana, yeah, this card has a lot of effects. Yeah, that thing is scary as fuck. Maybe Dismember might be necessary in here. They're not going to block. Yeah. Alright, I guess this is as good a turn to do this as any. Yeah, blue, and then we can cast Kamina Speaker with that. And if we draw another land, then we can play Lord of Atlantis and attack with the Mutavault too. I guess we'll block the Stitcher Supplier. I'm not super enthused about that, but... Alright, Force of Despair in the graveyard. Ew, that's a card that's scary. At least, again, it's probably better that it's here than in their hand. This card is brutal. It's effectively 1 mana, just kill off one of our creatures in like turn 1 or 2. Alright, that's good. So we'll play Lord this turn. Can attack. Let's pressure their life total. What do you... Force of Despair, alright. It was a 3 mana removal spell for 1 creature. That's actually fine. Again, now if we draw another land, we can just play Mirror Regery and still attack for 6. That's scary as hell. It's a 5/5 that's going to just keep making a bunch more zombies. So, unfortunately, I don't think Regery is going to do a whole lot. Not against this thing. I guess what we can do, though, is if... So we have 1, and that'll be 2, 3... Is there any reason... We could play Thassa this turn and then still get in for 2 with this thing, but that also means we're getting hit with that. And then next turn... That's still... We're not going to have enough to turn Thassa on. I really would like to get Thassa out so we can start blocking this thing before it gets out of hand. So if I play Thassa and Spreading Seas, then I only need to find a Lord on top in order to activate this. So I can play Regery and a Lord next turn. Alright, so I guess given that, let's Spreading Seas, Swamp. So Mistbinder. We have 1, 2, 3. We will be able to play both of these next turn, so Thassa will be a creature. I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to... Well, maybe there is. So if we play Regery, it'll cost 3. Yeah, it doesn't... I guess... Then we can tap down something with Mistbinder. Means we're going to get hoofed in the face this turn, probably, but... Alright, pass. Alright, we're going to get hit for 7, but then she's going to be alive, and then we should be able to still mount a counterattack then. And we're just hoping they don't have like another Force of Despair. No blocks. Yeah, it's scary as hell. That's actually exactly what we want to see on top, so definitely put on top. So I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to wait till their upkeep, I think. Yeah, okay. Because I want to, in case they cast more zombies, I want to be able to make sure they don't get 2 tokens this turn instead of... Yeah, they'll just get 1 instead of 2, so... This is a pretty good spot to be in, I think. So we really want an Island Walk Lord. Definitely not that. You just watched me scry that to the bottom and then proceed to draw it, right? I'm not crazy. So I can tap down a zombie, and that might actually be good enough, right? So we can animate Mutavault, so then Mutavault, so that'll be 4, 8, 11. Yeah, I think that's just going to kill them. So even if they found a way to block this, I think they're still dead. So Mutavault, animate, attack, die. Okay. Managed to get there. So, they do have like Force of Despair. I don't know. I don't know if I want this Dismember or not, but I think maybe we do need it. They're just a if they have that stupid Diagraph Colossus, then that's going to be dangerous. We are, yeah, Deprive could also be good, but I don't really want to be holding that up either. I don't like cards that are going to lower my life total this much, but alright. I'm going to take out more Silvergill Adepts. Yeah, I don't think I want the rest of these. Alright, we'll just do it like this. The Colossus has to get dismembered if at all possible. We have one land and a bunch of hate cards. The problem with this hand is that it has no way of actually winning the game, and they can just win by casting like Gravecrawler or something. We got a mulligan. This is better, because at least it has a Vial. We'll keep this. Put Vial on the bottom. So we can put... oh, Gray Merchant. Ugh, alright. Yes. Play Vial first. Next turn we can play Cage. This just turns off Gravecrawler. And it also shuts down, yeah, it shuts down this engine with Gravecrawler. So I think then what we probably have to kill this thing right now. So he's going to draw a card and lose a life. The thing is, the Carrion Feeder can get a little bit bigger though. The problem is he's going to draw tons of cards. He's only at 2 cards right now, so this is dangerous. If we kill the Carrion Feeder, he has to do it now, and then next turn he can play another thing and draw another card. So, do we want to get hit with this for one turn, or do we want to get hit with this? With double Dismember and having to shock ourselves, this is going to be very hard. So we're already looking at going to 12 this turn, and then potentially getting attacked down to like 9, and then ugh, that's so dangerous. Maybe we don't need the Cage this turn. I'm just trying to think of ways to preserve our life total, because the Dismembers are not going to work if we like keep shocking ourselves. No. Alright. So I think here they're just going to keep discarding cards to make zombies to sacrifice to this thing. I think we have to kill this. They can draw a card, but hopefully then next turn we can put Silvergill into play. We can take care of that and then play Cage. Yeah. We're gonna get hit in the face for a lot, but it is what it is. We're just hoping they don't go too stupid. They play like Diagraph Colossus, then we're probably in trouble. Alright, well they can employ this trick once if they want. Alright, it's not that bad. Because right now they can only go 4 and then 5. Alright. We have no choice. It has to be done. They did not even attempt. They didn't even want to think about it. Alright. Which means I'm also probably going to get hit with this Gravecrawler. Actually, I could trade with the Gravecrawler and go to 1. I don't know if I want to do that, though. I think with the Stitcher Supplier and the Grafdigger's Cage out, maybe I should just kill this thing. because I might need to keep this power on board. Yeah, you know what? That's probably got to be the play here. I'm not too worried about their graveyard as long as the cage is out. Plague Belcher. Alright, yeah, that's scary. And then they have the Colossus. That is scary as hell. Alright, well, we really need, like, Echoing Truth, I think. Spinning Z's is not going to do very much right now. So Silvergill probably has to, like, chump block this thing. So the question is, do I want to seize now or later? Because I think I probably need to seize now. But like, if I seize now, then the problem is this Gravecrawler is going to deal another 2 damage to me. I don't want to have to trade Mistbinder with it. I'm going to be in a lot of danger. I'm just trying to think if, I guess, Silvergill first. Maybe this changes my decision. F6, we're not attacking. This can trade with all 3 of these things. It's not where I want to be. Oh god, alright, well, we absolutely have to find Echoing Truth now on the top card. Echoing Truth has to go on top. That's just all there is to it. Yeah, we cannot beat this. This is too much. Their cards were too good here. It's not what I need. That actually helps a little bit. That buys us another turn. So is there any way I can mount a counterattack? I think so. It has Island Walk, so they can't block it. They go to 16. So before combat, I will just put Trickster into play, tap down one of these and block the other. Well, that's going to do it. He has Force of Despair. Alright. We lose round 1 to zombies. Ugh. Alright. I have no idea, like, how to beat that deck. I guess, like, Relic would have been better than Cage, but even Relic seems like it would have been really slow, because once they, like, have, you know, the Stitcher Supplier into Diregraph Colossus, it seems like it's probably too late for it to matter. The Echoing Truths would have been fine if we had drawn them at any point, but I don't know. I've actually been thinking about whether, you know, Modern is in a state where we need to go back to, like, or we need, like, Leyline of the Void. I've tried it in Legacy and it helps. Alright. Next round on the play, so let's try this. Hope that this is better. This is actually pretty good. We'll keep. Stomping Grounds. So probably... Oh, okay, so this is the 8-ball deck, right? It's going to put, like, Lightning Skelemental on top of the deck, I imagine. Vengevine. Oh, you know what? No, this could this be a Hogak deck? I mean, maybe they just want to, like, Faithless Looting a Vengevine. So how do we want to do this? Merfolk. I think we probably just want... Yeah, we want, like, Mistbinder, I think. I'm not worried about using Trickster this turn. I think that, depending on what we see this turn... Yeah, alright, so this probably is... Well, this could still be either Elementals or maybe what I'm thinking of. Alright, that's fine. We'll put Silvergill into play. Well, we can do that at instant speed. There's no rush to do that. Let's attack first. This could be another Hogak deck that's just trying to, like, you know, use this as their one drop. And... Alright. But I mean, there is also, like, an elemental deck that's also playing this card. Seasoned Pyromancer. Ooh, alright. So, what are you going to show me here? Alright, this is definitely, like, the 8-ball deck. Silvergill, what do we got? Ragery. Actually, that's really good. We can tick Vile up for that. Enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control. That's very dangerous. May want to crack this Grove, but I have a feeling I don't want to do that. I think what we're going to do is we're going to attack and then we'll Vile in Ragery. Need to just, like, pressure him as quickly as possible. That's smart. Oh no, I didn't want to... I almost double-clicked that. That would have been bad. They're at 5, and that means they're also not going to be attacking us next turn. This Trickster can tap down 2 things. Sure. Vengevine. Yep. I don't think they can reasonably attack here. I don't think they're going to. I'm inclined to let them try to attack me with the Vengevines. Because if they do, then we can just Trickster, tap down 2 things, and then they're dead. No blocks. And they did put Lightning Skelemental on top, so yeah, whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you discard 2 cards. It's basically a lightning that is just stable to the ball elemental. Um... Yeah, they're just like 100% dead. Are we getting a concession? Is that what's going on? You have no outs here. I don't know what's happening right now. Like you're definitely dead. Let this happen. You don't have enough mana to do anything. Like Simian Spirit Guide Lightning Bolt is not good enough at this point. Alright, opponent, that's fine. You want to just like tick down the clock for no reason? Go for it. We've got time. Waiting on you. It's not me this time. I actually... Yeah, my network is still connected. I'm good. Now we are just waiting on them. They've got to be like pretty upset about this. I don't know, maybe like the cat just like knocked over the monitor or something, who knows. Phone call. Maybe, alright, so maybe, what do I think? Let's think about like all the ridiculous excuses as to why the opponent might legitimately not be answering this right now. What if somebody just like crashed through their front window, like they were just, I don't know, like a drunk driver just like burst through their window in their living room and they have like no idea what the hell is going on. Alright. Yeah, whatever. Let's have fun. Look, opponent, I had it all, alright? I'm really good at magic cards. Look at how good at magical cards I am. uh, Alright. It's fine. Opponent is going to die any second here, so... They did apologize for the delay, so, you know what? Nothing but my best wishes. So why... Yeah, don't always assume the worst of people. I'm sure that it was just probably like a phone call or something that happens. I mean, it's happened to me where I've had to like get up and run to the door to get like mail or something because they were delivering stuff while I'm in the middle of recording a league. So, but as soon as they clicks OK, he's definitely going to die to this swarm of lords. He's got 15 damage staring him down in the face right now. Alright. Alright, sideboard. So, yeah, this deck is probably running Unearth in their deck and Thunderkin Elemental. I think we want the Graveyard Hate cards, and we want the Dismembers. I don't think the Force of Negations are going to be that important. They are a Faithless Looting deck, but I think our better plan is to just try to play one of these backed up by Dismember, and yeah, I get the feeling Force is probably not that relevant. And this is still a matchup where it's going to be very aggro heavy. Alright, yeah, I've been there. Like, playing Magic while sick it's one of the ways to get through the day. They are going to have a bunch of, like, tokens, probably from Pyromancer. Might be on somewhat of a mid-range plan, so... Same time, like, I don't know, maybe Thassa's not going to be that good. Well, actually, no, because if they have, like, Skelemental, they're going to make us discard a ton of cards from our hand. So, and there's a good chance that we might not even get to play Thassa. And here's a situation where I don't want to cut the Silvergills, probably because if we do end up getting hit with Skelemental and having to discard 2 cards, we really need to keep the gas coming. So maybe here we want to cut a Mistbinder. That's possible. Just one. We'll leave in the 2 Reedries. These, because this like lets us tap down a bunch of stuff in combat. So we'll try it like this. This is okay. I think I'll keep. We can get our vial. Sure. Vengevine, that's fine. That's actually good, because that way, if we need to next turn, we can crack the Relic. But it seems unlikely they can get Vengevine into play next turn, so we'll take the 2 off of the breeding pool. So then if Vengevine's... Oh, he put 2 Vengevines here, so great. We can easily crack this Relic and just eat those. I would love to take 2. So he might use Faithless Looting again, but this has got to be a tough choice for him. Oh, he just gave up. It's like no way he's going to beat the Relic, so I mean, that's fair. Yeah, because at any point I could just crack the Relic and the Vengevines go away, and probably most of the plan starts to fall apart if he doesn't have like Skelemental to back it up. So I have to assume that the rest of his hand was like entirely based in getting those 2 Vengevines back into play. Hope you feel better, previous opponent. Alright, so here we are on the draw. This hand has absolutely no pressure in it whatsoever. This is definitely a mulligan. This is better, I guess. We'll keep. I guess in this scenario we want to keep the creatures, right? Put Mutavault in the bottom. We go Sanctum, and then we can have, yeah, we have like a bunch of stuff we can put into play, so. Oh, this looks familiar. It's probably Jund, which means I'll probably take Lord, I imagine. I'm usually not too concerned about Trickster. So I could play this turn to avoid taking damage. I think it's going to tell him what I drew, but at the same time, I want to save the life. because this is the best possible turn to play that card. Yeah, he's just going to eat another card anyway, so he's going to see regardless. Alright, it's fine, just eat all the threats. Alright, well, that was a good draw. Let's cast it and draw the card while we still can. That way, if he draws like Liliana, then it's fine. If he plays Ren in 6, that's going to be really bad, though. Tarmogoyf. Alright. That's not that bad. We can actually attack into the Tarmogoyf with the Silvergill, and if he blocks, we'll just Trickster it. Alright, well, that seemed like a good plan before until we drew another Trickster, or a Silvergill. The thing is, if we don't play the Silvergill before the Trickster, then we don't get to play it at all. Alright. So no attacks, we just pass. We have one card in hand that he does not know about. Guess we're just hoping not to see Ren in 6. There's still a lot of really bad things he can cast, though. He's got 4 mana and 3 cards in hand. Could be like Bloodbraid Elf now, or Liliana. Looks like, yeah, Bloodbraid. Alright. Hex Drinker, ugh, that's terrible for us. It's gonna get out of hand very quickly. Ooh. So we could take 6 damage right now, and then play Lord of Atlantis and attack. If he wants to trade Hex Drinker with one of these, I think I'm fine with that. Never mind, we're just going to play 2 Lords. So this can be a 4/4. I mean, I think that's fine, though, because we still just need to pressure him. So now his attack does not look so good, because he's also taking a bajillion damage, and then we still have Echoing Truth and Trickster. Well, F6 again, because he knows the card's in her hand. If he wants to make this a 4/4, it's going to take like most of his mana. He has 1 removal spell available. So he can attack for 10, and if he has a bolt, then we are dead. If we also draw like Spreading Seas, then he's gonna die though. Just the Hex Drinker. No, okay. You know I have Trickster and Echoing Truth in my hand, so you have to have removal in your hand, or otherwise this just kills you. I don't think I want to block this. It has. I can't bounce this, and it means he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It could become a 6/6 next turn. So let's see. If I block and trade with one of them, I can't threaten to kill him next turn. I would take 7 damage, and then I would still be in range of dying to Hex Drinker. So I'd have to chump block the Hex Drinker. Yeah, no, I don't think that blocking here leads to any lines for victory, so I'm not going to block. I'm just going to hope he does not have Lightning Bolt. Because if he just plays another creature, then I can just bounce it or tap it down. Alright, well, we're dead. Cancel. Alright, yeah, I mean, because he had the Bolt, no matter what we did, none of the lines were winning. Because Hex Drinker was just going to become a 6/6 with protection from everything, I think. Yeah, and we did not have a lethal attack, which meant the next turn, like, it was not going to be great for us anyway. I think just taking the chance and just trying to win the game is a little bit stronger than... So... Alright, let's take out Force of Negation. I'll bring in Dismember, and... I want anything else to come out. You could make an argument for having some number of, yeah, what was I going to say? For some number of Deprive, but I don't know. Thassa's going to be good. I think Dismember's going to be fine. I just want to have a very aggro-y attack against them. I guess I'll cut one Mistbinder. Again, the Rejury is good with the Tricksters. Oh, you know what? I could have cut an Aether Vial. I should have definitely shaved vials. This is fine. We'll keep. No matter what we do, Jund is always just going to be difficult. But the Vial with the Groves is good, because now, like, even if we draw more lands, we can just throw these away for cards and then use the Vial to play them. So he can Inquisition us, but we still have a ton of Lords. Yep, that makes sense. He wants us to put or have two of the same Lord in hand just in case we run into Maelstrom Pulse. That makes sense. We are going to play this, though. I mean, I don't like hurting my life total with the Groves that much, but next turn we can put in 2 Lords and attack for 4. I think that's very strong. Tarmogoyf is not going to be good enough. I guess we're just hoping he does not have Maelstrom Pulse. So, if we draw Spreading Seas, I think right now he's dead. Assuming he doesn't remove anything. He does have Maelstrom Pulse, so, fuck. I think I'm also likely going to tick Vial up to 3 so I can put Rejury in. Well, I need to keep pressure up. Like, we've already committed to this line, so if he has more removal, then we're going to die anyway. And if I don't draw a land, the other option is that I'd have to crack Grove to try to draw another card. Maybe I can afford to wait for 1 turn. So if I draw a land, I can hard cast Rejury, and if not, maybe I can cast this. No, I can take up Vial for put Rejury in and then cast Vial. That's fine. So we'll do that. Oh, perfect. All right. We'll do this. All right. Put this Vial in play, and then probably at the end of his turn, we'll crack Grove and draw a card. Tireless Tracker, that's fine, because now if we draw a Fishy, we can tap this down. I guess we're hoping they don't have, like, Fatal Push. There's no land in the graveyard, so this is actually a safe attack for him. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So always no, because that will... 3 is as high as we go. So yes to that one, and then no to this one. Actually, I don't know if I want to do this right now, because if I draw a 2-drop, then this is not very good. If I draw a 1-drop, I could theoretically tap down these things. No, I think I gotta wait one more turn. I'll just do it on his end step again. Attacks here are not very good. Alright, so that does put him in range of a Lord. But we're running dangerously close to death ourselves. He's got like tons of card draw and lots of power in play. This is not a good position to be in. The ooze also complicates matters a little bit. I also have no idea what removal he's holding in hand, so... This is rough. This is like something like Thassa would be pretty good, but probably too slow for this situation. Alright, I guess here I do have to crack the Grove, because if I draw Dismember, I want to be able to use it. Alright. Sure, he takes the Echoing Truth. I don't think we have a lot of good lines left. Yeah, he's got to use the Scavenging Ooze now. So there's only one other creature left in a graveyard, so I'm going to target me with the Relic. No! Oh my god, my mouse hit my fucking keyboard instead, and I did not get to exile the Master of the Pearl Trident. Why does this always happen? How many times have you been to a tournament and you point to your graveyard and be like, I want to exile this card. Oops, my finger slipped because it hit, like, the table, and I guess I am choosing the wrong one. Like, that's so fucking stupid. Ugh. Alright, well, we're getting attacked for 9 by these. He can gain 1 life with this, theoretically. I think what has to happen is we need to draw like a Trickster and a Lord. But attacking here is not going to do anything, so... I'm not going to attack. If he has a removal spell, then there's no chance we can win. If that's Liliana, we're fucked. It looks like it. Plague Engineer! Oh, that's our friend, right? Sorry, so we could still theoretically beat that with Trickster. We need their last card to be really bad. And if they have Lightning Bolt in hand, like they can just kill our creature and we're dead anyway. The fact that they're not attacking with Tarmogoyf, like, makes me feel like they probably don't have Bolt. Because otherwise it would be probably free to attack with this. We can just kill a creature and then we're still dead next turn anyway. I don't know. I feel like they'd probably... Ooh, no, okay, that's interesting. So, they're really, really holding back in this attack. Alright, so I think Trickster into Lord still does it. I am not going to declare any blocks. Because again, I don't think that we can win otherwise. He can hit us for 8, but it's not going to be enough. So then, end step, I'll crack Relic, and we'll just have to pray our top 2 cards are good. That's not good. We're dead. Fuck it. It does not matter anymore. Yeah, Spreading Seas is not... I shouldn't have clicked yes. Whatever. No, if you had Lightning Bolt, you would have used it already. I still don't think any draw is going to save us because, like, we can only put them to 1. Alright, we lose. Good game, Jund opponent. You just, like, rolled us. Alright, next game. That was rough. They had Plague Engineer, but, like, honestly, it wasn't even just that. It's just... They're more aggro now with, like, Hex Drinker, and them being more aggro means I think we have to be a little bit more aggressive. We need something like Thassa or Kira to really help in that matchup, and did not see Thassa and don't have Kira in my deck, so... Alright, on the draw, let's see. This is okay. Alright, we can go Speaker into Lord, and then turn 3 you can play Spreading Seas and another Speaker. This hand has a curve to it. We're going to keep. Arid Mesa, so this might be Burn. So what is it? Goblin Guide, alright. It is Burn. Echoing Truth on top. Alright. So, this is not a good start for us against Burn. This sort of hand is kind of weak to them, just like Searing Blazing this and just killing us. However, if they don't play another land, I'm 100% going to Spreading Seas that. They drew us 1 land, they're going to draw us another. Nope. So what was revealed? Another Echoing Truth? Ugh, alright. Don't have another land. Okay, so what you are telling me is that there is a chance that the Spreading Seas might just end your entire life. I'm willing to take that risk because then next turn we can just play Master of the Pearl Trident, and then if they don't draw another land, then they're dead. Like, they've got no outs here. So we're just banking on the fact that they're stuck on 1 land. And if they, yeah, so then Echoing Truth, we can actually play a Cometa Speaker, Echoing Truth these back to their hand, and then that probably locks them out. We'll be at, oh fuck, they found it. Ugh. Well, that means we're in trouble. Swiftspear is not great. So we're still probably going to have to Echoing Truth these Goblin Guides back. Merfolk Mistbinder. I mean, that's fine. We gotta stem this bleeding. Another Spreading Seas would be good, but we only have one more. And we know that we're not drawing it. So options here are we could play Master the Pearl Trident and Cometa Speaker. If we do that, then they can play one bolt on a creature, but then we still have two 2/2s in order to block them with. The other option is that we can play Cometa Speaker and Echoing Truth, which means can then try to block the Swiftspear, but presumably if they have a bolt, they'll kill one and then kill the other in combat. Putting 3 creatures on the board seems like the best plan to victory, because then we can still at least like chump these 2 no matter what, and then take 2 from this thing. But the only problem with doing that is it's going to cost us life to do so. One other option is we could just, I guess, just sacrifice one Cometa Speaker after we Echoing Truth these. Because then next turn, we can play Master and then another Echoing Truth if we so choose. So I think that's going to be the plan. I want to use the Echoing Truth so that I can kind of tempo them out a little bit until we can catch up. Give us time to like draw Force of Negation. Actually, if I was just going to block with one, I should have attacked. That was a mistake. Because if they bolt one of them, then we're screwed anyway. Yeah. I mean, we have the option also to try to just trade the 2 Cometa Speaker with the Goblin Guides. So Trickster's on top. Okay, that's good. So we can play Trickster and Echoing Truth next turn. But I do want them, I would rather have them try to, I don't want to take the 2 off of Swiftspear. Alright, so here they probably bolt or face if they have one. If they don't have a bolt, then we're actually in good shape. I presume that they do. Alright. They target us, so. And the problem is, if we block with both of them, then they could bolt the Cometa Speaker and then just eat the other one. And I want to keep one Cometa Speaker alive for next turn. Alright, so options are we can Trickster this thing down. So if we Trickster, because they can also replay Goblin Guide. I guess this is a free point of damage then. The Grove, unfortunately, will put us at 5 life if we want to use this Echoing Truth. If they replay Goblin Guide, actually, I might let them just attack with it, because I'll animate Mutavault, and then I'll... Okay, so they suspend Rift Bolt. That's good. So then... How do I want to do this? I guess they can attack if they want to. That's fine. They're not going to attack because Mutavault's here, so... Question is, what do I do about it? They still have Guide in hand, so next turn, Rift Bolt plus Guide is an option. We're probably going to 3, and if they have another Bolt, we're going to die, so... Guess... I'm just trying to think, like, is there any way we can fight back by attacking if we flashed in Trickster this turn? Because if we bounce it with Truth, they can only attack with 1 creature, and we can have, like, 2 up next turn. I don't think going to 5 is that big a deal. Alright. Sure. I could also just draw a card with Waterlog Grove. That's definitely an option. You know what? Maybe I want to do that, because maybe I need Force of Negation. That's actually fine. Alright. So how are we looking now? Can attack. They're going to Rift Bolt me, but if they have another Bolt, then we're still going to die. That's fine. So put them to 10 here. I think maybe if I had not missed a point of damage, then we'd be in a lot better shape. This definitely goes at our face. And then if they just Lightning Bolt us, we're dead. Alright. Do you have another Bolt? That's what I want to know. You kept a hand that was like 1 land, so I presume you have like a bunch of bolts in your hand. Or Lava Spike, yeah, that's fine. Well, then it didn't matter. No matter what, we were going to lose to that, so it is what it is. Alright, so we do need Deprive here. Thassa is going to be a little bit slow. And what else? Rejury's probably a little bit slow too. I think that's it. We'll keep everything else. Just try to have a good curve. We'll try to keep a counterspell hand. Okay, it is what it is. Yeah, we were on the draw that game, so Burn wins on the play a lot. We don't have Master Waves to save us either. That's kind of rough. You know, I feel like every time I play Simic Merfolk, I play against all the decks I want Mono Blue for. And every time I play against, like... Jeez. Every time I play Mono Blue, I play against all the decks I want Simic for. I can play the Vial and then Kumena Speaker and, like, have Mutavault up, but that seems really dubious. So turn 1, we're going to Vial that in. Turn 2, that. Turn 3, that. And Mutavault's going to have to, like, block. Ugh. I don't know what better option we have, though. Like, the speaker is going to be really weak without another creature in play, too. We can... I don't know. Jeez. It's really, really hard, I think. Alright, I'm going to keep it. Why not? Well, I mean, we know why not, but it's fine. We're really depending on this vial to carry us. And this Echoing Truth requires us to have a blue source to make use of it, so... We mulled to 6. That's a good sign. Burn when they mulligan are really weak, because they require card density a lot like we do. Guess we're hoping that they don't have something like Destructive Revelry, because if they resolve that, we're gonna straight up die. I don't know, maybe Goblin God will draw us a land. That would be cool. Alright. We can attack with this Mutavault. That would be powerful. Draw us a land. Do it. Master of the Pearl Shrine. That's not helpful. I don't think I really want to try blocking this, so we're just going to attack. And we'll just start putting Lords into play every turn for the rest of the game. Maybe we can just try to outrace him. We might be able to if that's all he's on. Lord of Atlantis. So we are literally just playing Lords every turn for the rest of the game. He kept a 1-land hand. Alright. We're attacking for 6 a turn. And if they use the bolts on the Lord, then we're going to win the race, because we have Lords for the rest of the game. Alright, let's see if this plan is going to work out for us. It really depends on him not having another land, though. Which is usually about the time which they just play the land that they drew for the turn. When I say that. I don't know. When I play against burn players, they're usually pretty lucky about like drawing the land on the turns they need it. They keep like incredibly sketchy hands, but at the same time, like most of the burn players I play against are also they get rewarded for their sketchy keeps. Why is he like paused in the draw step? Maybe he has like Path to Exile, and he's really wondering if he should like play it now. All right, see, look, they just turn 3. They drew the second land every time. That's how it works. Goblin Guide has attacked us twice, and we haven't gotten it. Searing Blaze is rough, but means we're gonna go to 8. Searing Blaze was perfect because it let them, kill our creature and pave the way for their attackers. However, we can still put them to 3 and have a creature up as a blocker, which means they could put us theoretically to, like, if they bolt us, then we'll go to 5, and then we can go to... So if they have, like, exactly 2 more bolts, then this plan's not going to work. Merfolk Trickster, that's actually okay. Because now their creatures are probably not attacking us. They're tapped out, so we can put them to 5. We can put the Trickster in and just tap down something before it attacks, block it. So if they're at 5, then yeah, next turn we can play the Master and then just attack them for lethal. I think that's the best plan because the Trickster can deal with both of these things. Unless they use 1 bolt on this, which means their best attack is they put us to 3, and they don't deal with these things. I guess the only other alternative is if they have like another Searing Blaze, because then that puts us to 3, and then, yeah, so if they have Searing Blaze plus Bolt, then I don't think there's any way we can win. But I think Trickster is fine here. So we can attack, we'll put them to 5, and then we have lethal in the following turn. So our hand surprisingly was still like a turn 5 hand. That was good. Alright, well that's not good news for us, because that means now lines like Boros Charm plus Bolt are online. I think? No, actually I don't think that works. Because I can still tap down 1. I don't... Yeah, Boros Charm plus Bolt is only 6. At best, or... Yeah. Now, I think it still needs to be, like, either 3 Lightning Bolts or Searing Blaze plus Bolt. So let's see. If they have 2 bolts, this'll... Yeah. If they have 2 bolts, then we're probably... Yeah... So, I don't know. I'm going to tap down Swift Spear. I think it's basically equivalent, I think, to which one is more relevant at this point. So if they have any instant, they can just cast it now, regardless. Searing Blaze. Alright, so Searing Blaze plus Bolt is what it's going to take here. So if they have, like, Lava Spike, then we're dead. Lava Spike or Lightning Bolt does it. They did not attack. Okay, they don't have it. Okay, you're telling me there's a chance. Okay, excellent. So what does that mean? Because if they had a bolt, they would have hit our face and attacked with Goblin Guide, and would have won the game. So they don't have another Lightning Bolt in hand. Okay, Waterlogged Grove is not really helpful because we can only attack for 3 this way. And we still gotta play it. So I think... Well, it's the same situation as before. If they have 2 lightning bolts, then we're dead. But if they only... But they don't even have... They can't have 1. So... So what's going to happen is we're going to force them to block with Goblin Guide. If they don't block, we'll just Violin a Lord and kill them. But whatever creature we Violin is going to have to block the Swift Spear. Oops. Now, I believe he has seen the Master of the Pearl Trident, so yeah, he has to make this block. There's no alternative. Okay. So what do they have? Like, just maybe like Eidolons or something? I would imagine Eidolon would have got sided out. If they have Searing Blaze, if they have a third Searing Blaze, like, that's lethal. A Boros Charm and a Bolt is lethal. Okay, so this looks to me like they don't have Searing Blaze. If you had a Lightning Bolt, why the fuck did you not just kill me like before? You were so bad at this game, and yet you're gonna win regardless. Oh, that's frustrating because I was at 5, which means you should have just attacked with Goblin Guide and bolted my face. I don't. Maybe they thought they were gonna play around Force of Negation. I don't know. I guess that's it. Ugh. Alright, well, whatever. If they have any other burn spell in their hand, we die. That's fine. We lose. Cool. We're dead. Alright, they gave us false hope, I guess. Like, they just wanted to, like, not lose to Force of Negation, I imagine. Sure, whatever. That's okay. This is terrible. We've done absolutely just horrible today. I don't know what it is. Like, I feel like the Simic lists we play are fine, but, like, I just have terrible luck with them a lot of times. Simic is definitely not the list I want to play against Burn, that's for sure. Alright, let's see if we can salvage something out of this. At least if we can win the last one, we get something back. Ugh, where was Force of Negation when we needed it? We didn't see it at all. Alright. Well, it does make me feel like maybe Mutavault is not what I want for this deck. This is not a keepable hand. This is also not a keepable hand. They kept 7 cards, we're fucked. I guess we're keeping this. Aether Vial and, Silvergull, I guess. Well, we're on the play at least, so we get to play the Aether Vial. Alright, what's it gonna be? Human. This is not... Mulliganing to 5 against humans is definitely not where I want to be in life either. If we draw the land, there's a chance, but, like, I don't feel like we're gonna draw it. Something just tells me that we're not going to. Alright, no, okay, so maybe this is a sign. Alright, we're getting a second chance at this. Just please, like, do not, you know... There's still, like, so many ways this can go wrong. Like, 2 Mistbinders is so terrible against, like, Deputy of Detention. We can easily get run over by them. I mean, at the very least, like, Silvergill was not going to help against this draw, so... So keeping the Mistbinder instead of the Silvergill seemed correct. Okay. I have Aether Vial. I don't think this is really affecting me that much. You have just named Spreading Seas, I guess. That seems like the card that is the most likely thing to ruin you. Any other creature you name can come in through the vial, so I think you may as well just name Spreading Seas. Yep, okay, they named Seas. Sick. So, alright, I guess let's attack. I'm glad to get Champion of the Parish off the board because that thing can get really dangerous, and I'm not super concerned about this right now. We only have 2 Cs in our deck, and our plan is probably just attack their life total, or just with Force, not with Island Walk. Reflector Mage, okay. I guess Kumena Speakers, yeah, it makes the most sense. Alright, I'm going to tick this up to 3 to get the Regery in play. Well, that happens every time. Nope, they're not going to fall for it. Alright. This is kind of fine because that means Commander Speaker can block down whatever their best blocker is next turn. Can also throw away the Waterlogged Grove to draw a card. This looks like Mantis Rider. Yeah, that definitely has Mantis Rider written all over it because they tap for red mana. Sure. Can't be countered, sure. That's not great. Now I guess you just, like, bounce the Mistbinder. There's nothing I can particularly do about that. Nope. Alright, so how do we want to do this? Yes. Kill the Reflector Mage. I will attack into the Rider because even if they block it, that's fine. Okay. I think this gives us our best chance. They don't have terribly good attacks unless they have like another Deputy or Reflector Mage. I think right now Trickster is what we'd really want. I'm trying to decide whether they want to pay. Alright. So we have to kill them by next turn. I don't think we can, because we don't have access to Spreading Seas here. The best we can do is tap one of these and attack. Can force them to block, but that's not terribly good. Because they only have to block one thing. Alright, well, that's all we can do, so let's just do it. Maybe if we hadn't mulled to 5, like, this was reasonably an option. I guess let's tap the Reflector Mage. If this was another island, then maybe this could have helped a little bit, because we could have cast this, and then tapped it down. Probably doesn't change it too much, though. Come on. Look, you're going to win this game. Just, like, let me at least make... I want to feel like I have attacked and tried. What are you doing? This shouldn't be taking this long. All you have to do to live is untap with this and Noble Hierarch, and that's it. Well, any time now. Yeah, and because they played so many humans, I think if we had killed the Meddling Mage first, the Champion of the Parish definitely would have attacked us for way more damage, and we would probably not be alive this turn anyway. So I'm not sure that, you know, killing Champion was necessarily a mistake. I think we kind of had to do that. It's just kind of unfortunate. If we had drawn something like Echoing Truth this turn, then I think we had a reasonable chance, because we could have bounced both Mantis Riders. Yes, that is correct. Unless I have another Mara Regery, in which case, yeah, you better block. Alright. You got it. Alright. Against humans, I guess we just want Dismember. Force of Negation is really terrible. I'm going to bring in Collector Oath. Just because if we can turn off Aether Vial, and sometimes it's worth turning off our own Vial just to turn off their Vial. And it also attacks, and Force of Negation does not attack. So that's pretty much it. Like, our sideboarding at least is pretty easy. Alright, well, where have all the control decks gone? I haven't played against control in forever. It's all like Eldrazi-tron and just like dredge decks. Alright, I guess this has like a somewhat reasonable curve to it. Yeah, I mean, it's a playable hand, we have to keep it. I wish it was a little bit stronger, but alright. We're just gonna have to hope this is good enough. It means we'll take another damage off this next turn to play Master, and then we'll have to just start jamming Silvergills. Yeah. Fine. Yep, Champio. Thalia's Lieutenant? Or are you just going to have, like, more Champios? Auriok Champion, okay. It's an interesting creature to have in your deck against me. I guess I'm going to attack with... I mean, if he wants to trade Champion with Master of the Pearl Trident, that's probably okay. Or if he wants to trade both of these with Kamena Speaker, that's also fine. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Alright, so Silvergill. Alright, and we already played a land, so pass. So good. If we can, like, get another Lord or a Spreading Seas going, then maybe we can just, like, overrun him. I guess Auriok Champion's going to gain him a bunch of life, so it's probably fine. This probably is Reflector Mage. Probably bounce the Lord, I imagine. Yeah, alright. I mean, it is going to help us cast this Silvergill. It means we might end up using Waterlogged Grove to draw a card. That's interesting. I think that it might be in our best interest to block this. Yeah, I'm going to say I'm happy to trade there. Oh, that's very strong. Okay, so let's play Silvergill first. And then we'll play Collector Oath, and then they're not going to be able to put a 3-drop in play with Vial. Unless we draw Spreading Seas, in which case I will seize their Waterlogged Grove right now. Well, what are you doing? I'm just concerned about how much life I'm going to have to lose because of this stupid grove. Might be going to 12 playing this breeding pool this turn. If you draw Mutavault or an island, I will definitely play that instead, and then just take one. Kamena Speaker. I still think the more mana efficient thing to do is play this. They'll get to put one more creature in play right now, but they won't get to put anything else in. So the question is, do I want to go to 14 and then potentially have to lose another life for this next turn anyway? I think I'm just better off with this. Oh, they F6'd. Okay, that's beautiful. So they didn't even get to put a 2-drop in play with Vial. So I guess now they have to have, like, another Reflector Mage for the Oath. That looks like Thalia's Lieutenant. No, another Reflector Mage. Okay, so then you are going to bounce this thing. Yeah, it turns Vial back on, which means Mantis Rider is online. Yep. So we're at 12. Right now they're attacking for 10. So I don't have a choice. I have to throw this away. Yeah, one card in hand. If they don't have like any more actual things to put into play, then this might be okay. You put Mistbinder and Cometa Speaker in. They can attack with this. We're going to have to find an answer to that next turn. But this does not look promising. This looks like we're probably going to die to this stupid Reflector Mage. Like, any more creature interaction and we're just totally dead. Oh, come on, opponent. Why are you, like, doing this, like, right at the end of our game? Like, do you not think that I have other things I'd like to be doing right now? It's late. Why are you insisting on dragging this out as long as possible? Like, just finish this, because if you have it, then we can just be done with it, and then I don't have to do this anymore for the rest of the night. Alright. I'm just getting frustrated with the stupid timeouts. So yeah, what happens is if we play the Mistbinder, we go to 5, but then the Lord and the Mistbinder can block here, and we can trade. So we'll have 2 4/4s to block this thing. They can kill one of them. So then these probably can't attack, but then we're getting attacked with this, and we'll go from 5 down to 2. And then we have to find like a trickster or something to deal with it. It's just the only way. Or either that or like a Spreading Seas. So it assumes that they don't draw like another Reflector Mage or Deputy of Detention or like Thalia's Lieutenant or even another Mantis Rider, like, or Phantasmal Image. So like they have a million cards they can draw to just end the game for us. Ah, come on. Why are we doing this? What is your problem? Let's go. Come on. It's that stampede of elephants running down the street for sure. Oh my god. Anytime now. We've waited for so long. And it's also frustrating because, like, they have so many chances to just draw it and have it next turn, too. If they have something in the top 3 cards and it's like 33% of their deck, it's not going to matter. So you finally decided to wake up. Okay, that's fine. Pass. Alright. Alright, what's the deal? Am I dead? Is that what's going on? Because I feel like I'm probably dead. Just show me whatever it is that's killing me. Mantis Rider. That's something. Whatever. Yeah, we're dead. We're done. That's all we needed to see. Alright, well, this was an abysmal league. I mean, we have these sometimes. Like, there are just leagues where, you know, you're not going to do very great every time, and things definitely did not go our way. There were a few places where I think I definitely made some small mistakes, but I think overall, like, it really did not make a huge difference. Like, the matches that we had to play were just, like, abysmally terrible, and just did not go for us. So it is what it is. I don't know. Simic, I think this list is fine, but it's like I said, or I think I said this before. Sometimes MTGO just has to go your way, and it did not go our way this time. So I don't know. I personally feel more comfortable when I'm playing mono blue. I know that the Simic stuff is generally fine, but something about modern, it just feels like every time that I play this list, like my leagues go like that, and I generally tend to have better success with mono blue. But even then, like when I play mono blue, that's when I'm up against like all the walking ballista decks where you really want to have more misbinders in your deck anyway. So I don't know. I don't have the answer as to like how to deal with it. I guess maybe you just have to kind of get lucky. You know, sometimes it will happen, and sometimes it goes the other way. It's just the long and the short of it. All right. Well, we'll try again on Sunday, I guess, and see if we can do better. I will probably go back to mono blue for Sunday. Maybe I'll play Legacy on Sunday. Who knows? It depends on how I'm feeling. I'd still try to want to balance the two because I enjoy Legacy a lot, but I know more people that watch this tend to like the modern stuff more. So they're balanced, but not evenly balanced. Like it is tilted towards this because I know that's something that you guys care about. So, all right, well, that's all I got. So everybody, take it easy. I'll see you next time. Hopefully, it won't be as disappointing next time.